I just spent 6 days in Bangkok, and here's how it went. Bangkok was my first stop in Thailand, also my first contact with Southeast Asia, and it was pretty hectic. So I'm gonna tell you all about it. So let's start on a positive note. So far, the highlights of these 6 days in Bangkok have really and truly been the people. I've met so many nice people while traveling in Bangkok so far. You know, I'm here for a reason, but everybody's here for their own reasons. Everybody's here on their little journey. Everyone's journey is a bit different, but it's also kind of similar because we're all in Bangkok and we're all living the backpacking life, so to say. So I'm really happy for all these people I met. The people around you make the experience, and so far my experience has been very good. Thanks to those people. Second point which I like about Bangkok, but that's a more general point about Thailand, it's the culture. Obviously the Grand Palace in Bangkok was amazing. The temples everywhere in Bangkok are incredibly nice. It's surely a different breed from the churches in Europe, so that's always very fun to explore. I think what I prefer the most about the culture in Bangkok is the chaotic little streets. Yeah, you never know where you're gonna wander into next, and that's the fun of it basically. The night markets as well, very typical of Thailand. The night markets, we could just buy pretty much anything you can imagine, and while there's not a lot of stuff that I would buy or bring back home, it's a very nice experience to go explore around there and see what the local culture has to offer. And obviously, how could you talk about Thailand without mentioning the Muay Thai? It's everywhere here. I've seen a couple fights already. It's amazing. It's incredibly intense. I don't usually watch fighting sports, but I really enjoy watching Muay Thai. It's very fun. Anyways, the food in Thailand, really good, really good. Lots of vegetarian options. For those who don't know, I'm a vegetarian, so the fear was that I wouldn't be able to find anything I wanted to eat. But pretty much anything can be made vegetarian. It's a lot of rice with vegetables, so I mean, you could just like chuck some tofu in there. I'm a happy man when they put some tofu in my fried rice. Or my pad thai. Pad thai, which I've been eating a metric fuck ton of. I don't think I've ever ate this much noodles in my life. But it's really good, and it's dirt cheap, so fuck it, we ball, as they say. Then finally, the stuff that I really liked in Bangkok was some of the nicer places in Bangkok. It's like, you know, you have these like very nice malls. There's Icon-Siam, there's MBK, where you can buy pretty much any reps of clothes you could think of for dirt cheap. And something which I really enjoyed visiting, which is not on a lot of people's travel list, was River City. River City is a shopping mall, but filled with art galleries. So as someone who likes to go to art galleries, that was really a fun experience. Maybe now let's talk about what I didn't like in Bangkok. I was staying near Koh San Road, which is the road where all the backpackers go to. I found that place to be terrible. All the bars there are incredibly loud. I also really didn't appreciate how street vendors on that street will come up to you and pull on your shirt. Like, I know it's a very common thing in Thailand, street vendors that'll come and talk to you, and that's perfectly fine, but please keep your hands to yourself. That I didn't really enjoy. And second thing I didn't really enjoy was the scams. I knew it was gonna happen. I just didn't know when, and it happened on my first day in Bangkok. Me and my Swedish friend Jonathan were walking around our hostel one morning where we get hit up by this Thai guy who pretends to be a university professor. So asks us where we're from, says, oh, you guys are quite tall. I mean, the conversation was flowing very nicely. We go have a drink with him. And then he's like, oh, you guys should really do this boat tour around Bangkok. So, oh, sure, it's our first day in Bangkok. Let's explore the city via boat. And so he tells us where it is. He drops us off like right next to the boat thing. But like, mind you, this is like in a 2-hour time frame. So the effort put into this scam is really like next level. We get to the boat tour. They tell us it's 1,000 bahts per person. So about 20 euros. I was like, oh, that's kind of expensive. But, you know, like 20 euros for a full day boat tour doesn't sound too bad. So we got on it. We went like to see this little markets. We went to see the giant Buddha. And then later that evening, we were having dinner with a British couple who told us, oh yeah, that's like a very fairly known tourist scam. I mean, we didn't really get scammed, we just overpaid. Normally, you should pay no more than like 500 bahts for that. I knew it was gonna happen, it happened. It kind of sucks, at least I didn't lose too much money. It was just I overpaid for something for which I shouldn't have, and I felt kind of dumb for a few days, but, you know, it happens. And maybe the most important is how I feel so far. If you remember from my previous vlog, this trip is sort of important to me because I'm kind of trying to figure out what I'm going to do with the rest of my life. Obviously, there's no one universal answer to that, and I'm not going to get an answer by the end of this trip, but it's more to take myself out of my environment and ask myself the right questions. But I'm feeling pretty good so far. I'm feeling the most relaxed I've ever been in quite a long time, but that also doesn't mean that I feel happier, you know? I'm relaxed, yeah, but I know that this situation, this traveling is a temporary thing, and that I will have to go back to a somewhat normal life, whatever that means, at some point. Yeah, I enjoy traveling, but it doesn't make me like over the moon with happiness so far. So yeah, but I also think it's due to the fact that I haven't had a lot of time to spend on my own. It's a lot traveling with other people. The only time I'm really alone is when I'm sleeping, so I don't get a lot of time to be just with myself, and I think I kind of need that also at some point. Obviously, the fact that I've been spending a lot of time with other people is also a bit to help me cope with the fact that I feel a bit anxious on this trip. You know, I'm like halfway across the world. I don't know anybody here. I don't know anything about Thailand in general, and so hanging out with other people has been really, really good for my anxiety. I do know that I'll need to phase that at some point, and I'll need to work on being the best company I can be for myself. Anyways, what's coming up next after this? After this, I'm going to Chiang Mai and Pai, which are two cities in the north of Thailand. I'm very, very excited to get out of Bangkok because it's pretty chaotic and it's a bit overwhelming at times. So tonight I'm taking the night train to Chiang Mai, which is going to be a very fun experience, and I'll leave you guys here. See you guys for the next episode. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.